been talking a lot about diet and eating every 2 to 3 hours, things like that.
Daniel, right?
Yes.
Okay, you guys, so this gentleman right here came up to my booth earlier and he talked to one of my guys over here and said, you know, I want to get a Phil Heath shirt for free. And they said, if you do 100 push-ups, you do it. They give you a free shirt. So tell everybody how many you did.
I did, I think 137.
This guy did 137. Yeah. So I'll answer a few questions for you. So yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. You know, like I wake up early so I can cook eggs and oats and things like that. But sometimes I wake up and I get like emotional and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. What keeps you going? I mean, what do you tell yourself sometimes when it just is really hard?
So when I'm getting ready for the Mr. Olympia contest, or even now, I realize that I'm gonna have to eat a lot of meals, like you're saying, that get very monotonous and, you know, pretty boring. For me, it's pretty simple. If I deviate from that plan, I gotta stand up on stage, damn near naked, against other guys that did it perfect. And the worst feeling in the world for any competitive bodybuilder, whether you be amateur or pro, or even the guy at the Backyard Classic, is to stand up there in front of your peers, almost naked, and then thinking, damn, I should have eaten that egg white meal. Instead, I went to McDonald's. You know, damn, I shouldn't have went out and, you know, had barbecue with my friends, you know, barbecue and actually ate barbecue ribs and all this other stuff and had beer, thinking that I could get away with a cheat meal. And, you know, it just comes down to what I said before. If you want something you never had before, you got to be willing to do something you've never done before. Anything that is worth that title or that goal is going to come with a great amount of sacrifice. And you almost have to trick yourself, right? And say, well, I'm just going to get through it. One of the things that I did do when I was having a hard time, you know, eating I think it was like a couple years ago, I used to watch Man vs. Food. And for some reason, I just watched the Food Network. And they were eating everything, and I was like, well, I'm just eating the same damn thing they're eating. But really, in essence, I really wasn't. But a lot of the time, you know, with the amount that you have to eat, you know, to get bigger and to get leaner and stuff like that, you just have to will it. Just like the weights, it's the same thing. You almost have to be more mentally strong just to get the meals down than you do in the gym. But that's also what makes us great. That's what also makes us the 1% of the 1% of the 1%, right? So in order to get that, you have to wire your mind to say, well, it's just another meal, and just go after it. But I ain't gonna lie, like it does suck, you know, and that's where sometimes you do have to figure out different types of seasonings and stuff like that, you know, to help mask it without adding a bunch of sugar and, you know, and too much soda as well.